She's the training officer. And Cameron Friend, she's the new one you all voted on tonight. She's part-time. We'll be going full-time after the parts of the academy are met, the pre-entry. What you've got new on the grant is the computer systems, the 6 monitors, the keyboards on both sides. This one here, we kept the good parts out of the other, and this will be the 3rd station. With that said, since Eddie became judge, it's all wireless headsets now as well. Most people work 8-hour shifts. Not always the case. You know, we try to keep 2 per shift for the most part. With that said, we've got a system called Rapid Deploy. And I'll tell you a good place to work the other day, Tanner Dodge. A lady kept calling 911. I know Daryl's address is 85 East Pendleton. She was walking in front of his car lot, just kept calling 911, hanging up. Eddie went down, able to locate where she was at. It'll track, like this deal with the goers the other day. We can send a link out of this Rapid Deploy. If you've got a smartphone, you accept that link, your camera phone can send the view back here to anything you see. It'll pinpoint the Mountain Parkway. Far as somebody calls in, they don't know the mile markers, it'll get us within like 300 feet of the call. That was free from the state as well. That is of no cost. But otherwise, say these people do an excellent job. In the coming days, I hope we get more money for them, because Tish has worked at the bigger agencies. She knows what it pays, but she chooses to come here, and we're thankful for that.
Larry, can I ask a question?
You can.
On that rapid deploy and stuff, how did you figure it out?
Once again, back to Jeannie Gwynn out of the Winchester Police Department. We go in one day, myself, Eddie, and Justin. So we see this monitor. Jeannie, what is that? She said, "Oh, that's your rapid deploy." We're like, "How did you get this?" She said, "You have it." No, we don't. Well, we did. It was on a computer that's set over there that had never been turned on. So we're now all users of it. We're going to do a section as time goes on, like with Brian in Search and Rescue. It's called Lightning. Once again, it's free. These search and rescue people can get that out in the gorge areas. It'll pinpoint with the coordinates right where they're at. And as JL talked about the rescue, Justin took that call of those guys that were camping. He knew exactly where they were at. He knew the ledge they were on, just exactly where they were at. The car wreck that day, we knew those wrecks were stacking on Twin Arch Road due to the fact of rapid deploy. And it's just great. I mean, it's we're moving in the right direction. I do believe. It is a secured facility. We let them prop the door open. We're trying to get Lincoln NCIC. It meets all the requirements for the most part. We've got a few more things to do, but otherwise it's up and running. The mobile CAD, the officers can see the same CAD in the vehicles. They can get updated info. We have what's called a premise file. All these business then, say if you trespass somebody, say they can no longer come to this business. Tish or Justin will put you in a file. When that call comes in, it'll light up and it'll bring that premise file to the top. With that said, anybody that's ever been trespassed, that we don't say, well, we called last week. No, it's documented. And lock boxes, security passcodes, elderly people, their lockbox codes goes in at, it's secured. That's one thing we want to get with Mike Johnson. That's that paperwork we gave you all to monitor this when CSEP goes, where he's the only one can get in this CAD system. And Eddie is holding telephone CPR. That is the one key that saves this place. We used to have total response. It was an EMD dispatch. They were unreal. For me and Brenton to get an online course, like $1,800 to renew it. I mean, it was just unreal. Dealt with the guy from Greenup County 911 Service Board. He said, you need telephone CPR. If Eddie will open that, when it calls in, it has pre-arrival instructions. You got it for adult, infant, and child, step by step, to give somebody on scene telephone CPR for somebody's not breathing. And everybody here is trained as a telephone CPR. And you know, I just can't say enough good things. And they used it. Tess used it just prior to everybody coming in here. So
Today.
30 minutes ago.
Not even 30
Yeah.
minutes ago.
Today.
Honestly, you know, this is a great group of people. That's why I keep telling you all in the meetings, I know monies are tight, but we cannot pay these people in here enough. You know, that's why when I ask for raises, I say, leave me out. You take care of these people.
I agree. Because like I said before, I wouldn't have the job. I wouldn't work it.
And that's how clear
Easy.
your radios are now. You know, they work 100% better.
And that's one of the things that we forgot to add, you know, that on this radio system, you know, it was $375,000 we had to upgrade this system. System hadn't been upgraded in 10 years. So, you know, a lot of things that went through.
Okay. Hold on just a second. I'm already let Brent notify the here. Somebody gets out, everybody has an E1 account. Police officer gets out, says check such and such. It runs all 120 counties statewide. They all pass a security clearance to get that. They're all with the CJIS. They all have full access. They can call state police, run anything. They've passed fingerprint background checks because they store a lot of your personal information in here. So all of that's in place.
Does everybody know what a CAD system is?
I'm smiling, Eddie, because I worked in the dispatch office for 2 years when I was in college, and we had a radio. We went 120. This is Powell County.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right behind you, some applications.
No.
Your
I couldn't touch
experience.
that. No, I couldn't touch it.
So CAD, computer automated
She's in there
dispatching.
finding her out.
So that's what, where we talks about CAD system stuff, that's basically what it is.
Those headsets, each of those bases, these headsets, each person has their own signed up, $5,500. County bought those. Before they had that old style, it's next to Dennis's foot there, they had cords you plugged in. You may or may not work. They're brand new. I mean, they're cordless. They're all cordless keyboards.
And again, we're not trying to disrespect or, you know, put blame on anybody else. You know, we're just proud of the upgrades that they've done.
And what's coming to keep
Yeah.
these people.
Yeah.
You know, I started September of '98 for Brandon's dad, and we had nothing like this. Darren was a great guy to work for. This technology wasn't there. It was 2 radios and an encoder in the sheriff's office. A little bitty room in that deputy room. But if all the magistrates would like to gather around, get a picture in front of this, you're more than welcome to, for Brandon to put in, because your all's group is what made this.
Yeah.
Hey, do y'all have a plan when you start losing seats?
Yeah, everybody just come right on.
Do you